English 58, and mathematics I have already told you, social studies around 90. So with this 6 Sigma project, so we would like to zero down the failures into, we wanted to make it the 100% result. So every one of us, we have to evolve strategies, how best that we can make the, so as Secretary Sir rightly said, if every one of us, each and every student is boarding a aeroplane, and everyone should successfully land into an arena or area. So, and it is our responsibility to see that, so everyone should pass in the examination, everyone should excel for that matter. So how best that we can make, all of us, we have to find, evolve strategies to zero down the failures. So this 6 Sigma is a project. So already Sir has initiated a workshop we have conducted to find the, where are the, which are the areas that we can improve the results in mathematics and science, so that we can, I mean, the failures can be very minimal. Okay. So for that, we have already sent a circular for conducting the baseline test for the 10th class and the 9th class students, especially focuses on mathematics and science, and English is very, it will not be taken into consideration. So to know the, in the academic, in the beginning of the academic year, so where, what is the strength of our student, in which concept, in which area that they are lagging behind, to find out the area. So we are conducting we are going to conduct a test on 25th of this month. So for that, we have already given the details in the circular itself. So for 10th class students, 9th class syllabus, and 9th class students, 8th class syllabus, it will be given. So I request all of you to give liberty to the students to prepare for the examination. And I also request you, we told you in that clearly also, to try to value the papers truly, and let us come out with the solutions also together, with the tools and techniques, with the steps, strategies to make the this SSC results, especially in mathematics and science, a 0% failure this academic year. It's a challenge given by Secretary, so that it's not only a challenge given by the Secretary, and it's our responsibility to see that the results are 100% in each and every school. Yeah. So thank you.
So thank you, sir. Yeah. Sir, would you like to add to what Lakshmi sir said?
Yeah. So you know, this year, let me also tell you that you know, this time we could really work very hard, although you know we had lots of problems on the ground, but our children they come up with flying colors. I am very happy about it, and I congratulate all the teachers and then students. Having said that, I was slightly disappointed by the fact that we stood in second position. You know, APR could get into first position. Then the second position is Telangana Social Welfare Residential Schools, and third is of course corporate schools. So the distance between the corporate school, although we could decisively beat corporate schools. For example, corporate schools results are only 82% in 10th grade and SSC, and social welfare residential schools is 89, close to 89. But my question is, why is that we are not able to get 100%? You know, what happens to those 11 children? I feel when I went to Ramayampet, let me tell you very honestly, when I went to Ramayampet, then I saw the children who were preparing for the supplementary examination. When I saw their faces, I had tears in my eyes, because what will happen to the children when they go out of these institutions as a failed candidates? Who will write, what do I write on the marks memo of those children, supplementary? So I don't give opportunity to those supplementary candidates, and they will go to some other degree college or some other intermediate college, and of course that's not the permanent failure, or that's not the blot on somebody's career for throughout the life, but yes, it pains you. So if it were to happen, to my own daughter, then I feel very bad about it. I can't recover from the shock. So my point is, these children have stayed with us for 5 years. We can't afford to have these children as failed candidates even after their 5 years stay in our society. We can teach them alphabets, we can teach them how to read and write, and we have lot of resources. If you don't have resources, we are willing to give the resources. But this year, we are not going to tolerate those 11 or 12% failures in our society. So it is a very tough task. Let me tell you, it is as good as scaling Mount Everest. Getting 100% results is as good as scaling Mount Everest, but I want all these sons and daughters of mine or us want to be a successful candidate. So, that is the reason with which Six Sigma has been started. There is another dimension of Six Sigma. When Lakshmi comes to super batch, probably I will be able to supplement.
Yes, so, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Now, we have with us Mr. Bharat Babu, officer on special duty. Sir, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Secretary sir.
And the discussion. Thank you for joining the discussion. So, let me ask you a straightforward question, like on 15th and 16th of this month, you and some of our district coordinators had a meeting and a brainstorming session and a workshop. What exactly happened? What are your strategies to take this forward?
So, to say very clearly, the very purpose of declaring this 2015 year to be centric of maths and physics, I think Secretary sir was very clear in deliberately telling the reasons and the purpose for declaration. It says that not only the observation of fails in SSC or intermediate in physics and maths, but if one wants to be in a prospective, competitive state of attaining a position in the world, competitive world, one should have maths and physical science background very much rich. So, for the purpose, after having deliberate discussions during the DCOs and other senior principals and some of the lecturers conference conducted in Narsingi, it was asked by Secretary sir to go in detail in depth by what strategies if we take up in our institutional level, the better way we can achieve the physics and maths to be an easy subjects to learn than other subjects. So, the very impression behind it is to eliminate the phobia. Actually, a phobia concept should not be there with the maths and physics. Even today as a maths teacher, I do not accept as it a phobia. It is because of various factors influencing on a child or a teacher. But even that also in society now wanted to kick it out. If any student of our by title Sparrow goes out, he must be able to say he may be weak in Telugu speaking, but he is good enough in maths and physics. In order to see that is achieved, so the Secretary sir purpose is we have to switch our language to maths and physics. The language of maths and physics should be adopted, implemented in the campuses. Unless it is there, one is not made to look into interest and the phobia continues. So, to look into the issue very seriously, with the help of some senior faculty members selected from various schools and even SCRT expert panels who are also textbook writers, we have invited them and conducted a workshop. I think the very philosophy of workshop is very much purposive. It is not like only brainstorm or some discussions. Through a workshop, we had to resolve certain kind of strategies that we had done. Hope we have taken up only 4 basic issues in that because of time factor. One is what are the better ways that we can see that all of our schools are given or seen with the maths and physics knowledge hubs. Means as sir was telling, no, from a catering contractor to principal or a sweeper to the JL, one must be able to be enjoying with the maths and physics subjects. That means let they not be acquainted with the definition of a particular concept, but they are attached to the life application skills. For instance, you say current, what is AC, what is DC, they may not be knowing, but the application of current, how it is done, how it is observed, the transformation of various energies, mechanical energy to electrical energy to light, what is, suppose you see, we are seeing our light here. How we can see light? It has an electrical energy to light. So, that way everybody must be able to observe and identify themselves that I am acquainted with physics and maths. And we are sure that as a maths teacher, unless we have minimum bit of knowledge gained with maths and physics, our life will not run out successfully. To the extent, George sir, we have come with 4 resolutions. One is the best ways to keep our schools maths and physics hubs. One, Second one is, so far our people, teachers, lecturers, or who are principals even having their own subjects, they have been teaching maths and physics in the classrooms well, but they have been received or reached to the minds of the few people only, and few are put with the confusion or non-understanding status. So, this time take it as a challenge and to see that maths and physics are made easy to learn by everyone, That is only possible with some of the small strategies. Whatever the concept you try to teach, start with a inspiring story or little bit interesting story, and at the same time, before giving the concept itself, link to life application, where one can witness very clearly and observe that, oh, this is the math, this is science. So, that way, if the important basic concepts or definition, formula or views, or you say whatever it is, they must be known to the child, make the child to know or learn in an easy way. For that, a teacher should struggle like anything, get life experiences, go through certain kind of literature, or he has to collect certain information, and the student must be available with that material. Thereby, the student himself would be understanding, visualizing the concept within himself, where the teacher's role is becoming like a facilitator.
Yeah. So, sorry to interrupt you.
Yes,
this, I think there is a slightly mistakes in the teacher's parts, for creating phobia of the subject. You are mentioning about phobia of the subject.
Yes.
I believe that some of the teachers, some of the difficult subjects, they say, children, these are very, very important subject. If you are not paying concentration, you are not going to score very well in this chapter and all that. So, how do you react to that, kind of mentality of the teachers?
Judge sir, it is true that some of the teachers might be telling to students, not in the sense of negative that they should not learn or they can't learn. Only thing is that the teacher side talk is, if you don't learn this, you are not coming out of this.
Yeah.
So, instead of that saying, what I am suggesting is, you learn this, definitely you will be able to get benefit out of this.
Yeah.
So, the way before instead of telling in a negative sense, making the child to be apprehended state, let us encourage him that this is the right thing you have to learn, this is the way you have to learn. If you encourage like that, definitely the student will be attracted.
Okay, thank you sir.
I'll just add.
Yes sir, please sir. Yeah.
So, with due apologies to the chair. So, I want to share an interesting anecdote that has happened in our family. See, my daughter's name is Swecha. She is in 10th grade. So, but she didn't know how to ride a bike, cycling. So, her grandmother, that is my mom, she always used to say whenever she touches bike, so she used to scold my wife, no, why is that you are leaving this girl just like that, and then she might injure herself, she might fall down, she might sustain fractures, what not. As a result, my daughter could never learn biking. Yeah. So, one day she somehow persuaded me to buy a bike quietly, and my mother went to her native place, and I bought a bike. Then one day she took the bike on her own, and slowly she started learning on her own, and she fell down for a while, but of course, fortunately she did not sustain any injury, but within 4 days this girl could learn riding a bike. So, it's a live example, it's like snake. The moment you see snakes, you feel like running away, but you see snakes again and again. You go to zoo park and then spend every day about 10-15 minutes every day in same snake pit, and slowly you get you get used to snakes, and then after some time you feel like playing with the snake.
Yeah, that's a very good example, sir. Very good example, live example. I hope the teachers also follow the same example. You can always reinforce your teaching with live examples. Yeah, that's part of our strategy. Yeah. So, thank you, Bharadwaj sir. And now next question to Lakshmi sir. I hope you will be quite brief.
Students, we are going to categorize them into A and B and C category. This C category students, those who could not do well in maths and science especially, they will be called as a star batch. So, we will be adopting certain strategies, we will be adopting certain steps for acceleration, augmentation of the results of in SSC. So, that is why we call them as star. So, it should not be a derogatory word, we should encourage them. Okay. And also what kind of strategies, what kind of tools and with the equipment that we are going to come to face this to make it zero down, still we have to come out with a policy. So first of all we have to conduct a test, find out the star batch, then we can think of the solutions to make it a the viable one, 100% one.
This star batch will be in the same school, or do they have separate institution as this?
Yeah, still it's under planning. Yeah, once we come out with the results, when we look at the strength also, so then we can plan for it. First of all, we have to, in the beginning, normally what we used to do in the month of maybe after summative 2, summative 3, we used to come out with the C category students. But this time we wanted to come out in the very beginning of the academic year, so that focus will be shifted to the children's star batch, and we will come out with certain solutions, techniques, so that we can face the challenge.
Thank you. And what is super batch?
Yeah, super batch. It's very interesting. And this super batch is, so the spirit is the Purna and Anand. So our students could scale the Mount Everest. They touched the tip of the Mount Everest, which couldn't be done by any other organization. Similarly, recently 2015 MSET. So it has given 160 marks secured by the topper. So why can't a Swaro get that? It's the idea. So we wanted to make a super batch. So just like Purna and Anand could achieve the scale the Mount Everest, similarly we should touch the 160 marks. So that's the, so we wanted to conduct a test for the intermediate students. We wanted to make selections of the students. So that's, it's a kind of challenge. When we could scale the Mount Everest, can't we score, our Swaros could, they can reach the 160 marks.
Yeah.
When somebody can from Chaitanya, Narayana, they could score 160, why can't our Swaros? So that spirit should be there in our students, in our staff members, every one of us. And for that matter, I wanted to share with you IIT Gaulidardi. So nearly 70 to 80 students, they will score 75 out of 75 in mathematics. 60 out of 60 in physics, in chemistry. When they can score in intermediate, when they can score in this, everywhere, who can score in even in this also. Even in IIT also, out of 360, the toppers could score 350 around. Even our Swaro should score that. So that is our ambition. That is the challenge.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
So thank you, Lakshmaya, for unpacking your secret. So friends, this is going to be an interesting batch. We would not like you to talk about it, but this is a secret operation. Super batch is a secret operation, wherein we want the children who are willing to sacrifice their comforts and then come to us that, look sir, come what may, I will sacrifice all my comforts, but I will get 160 out of 160, whether it is MSET, whether it is IIT, I am not going to get in a reservation, I am going to get in open competition, I would give you the best possible facilities. You want AC? You take AC classroom. You want foam.
Operation Einstein here.
I'll be very brief. We do have strategies. We have started magnet schools with a lot of hope, and that they lived up to our expectation. Not that they did not live up to our expectations. And some of the best students they have produced, but that's not enough. And this time, both in IIT Gaulidardi Academy, both for medicine as well as mathematics stream, and all the magnet schools, we are going to impose a bar. Bar means if somebody gets less than 60% marks consecutively in 3 examinations, that person, that student will be sent back to their original college. I think we have discussed enough about it. So don't take your admission in social welfare residential schools, IIT Gaulidardi Academy for granted. Meeru sariga chadavalekapote, inta comforts ichina kuda sariga chadavalekapote, మీకు 60% మార్కుల కన్నా తక్కువ, ఇవాళ ఐఐటి గౌలిదర్డి అకాడమీ నుండి 5 మందిని ఇంటికి పంపించడం జరిగింది. ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళు ఐపీఈలో 60% కన్నా తక్కువ మార్కులు తీసుకొచ్చారు. మీరు సరిగా చదవలేకపోతే, ఇన్ని ఫెసిలిటీస్ ఇచ్చినా కూడా సరిగా చదవలేకపోతే నేను ఇక్కడ టైం వేస్ట్ చేయడానికి సిద్ధంగా లేను. ఇది ప్రతి ఒక్క తల్లి, ప్రతి ఒక్క తండ్రి కష్టార్జితాన్ని, తమ రక్తాన్ని, చెమటను పన్నుల రూపంలో తెలంగాణ ప్రభుత్వానికి ఇస్తున్నారు. ముఖ్యమంత్రి చంద్రశేఖరరావు గారికి మన మీద చాలా హోప్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇవన్నీ నిజం చేయాలంటే మనం కష్టపడి చదవాలి. అది 5వ తరగతి బిడ్డ అయినా, ఇంటర్మీడియట్ బిడ్డ అయినా కూడా కష్టపడి చదవాలి. ఇది గౌలిదొడ్డిలోనే కాదు, మ్యాగ్నెట్ స్కూల్స్లోనే కాదు, సోషల్ వెల్ఫేర్ రెసిడెంట్ స్కూల్స్ అన్నింటిలో కూడా 60% మార్కుల కన్నా దీంట్లో తక్కువ వచ్చాయంటే ఇంటికి పంపించడం జరుగుతుంది. మొట్టమొదటిది మీకు ఫ్లాష్ టెస్టులు సొసైటీనే కండక్ట్ చేస్తుంది. సొసైటీ కండక్ట్ చేసిన ఫ్లాష్ టెస్టుల్లో ఎవరికైతే 60% కన్సెక్యూటివ్గా తక్కువ వచ్చాయంటే, కంటిన్యూస్గా 3 టెస్టులు తక్కువ వచ్చాయంటే వాళ్ళని కూడా ఇంటికి పంపించి జెడ్పీ స్కూల్స్ నుంచి విద్యార్థులను తీసుకురావడానికి కూడా మేము ప్రయత్నం చేస్తాము. అందుకొరకు మేము సొసైటీకి వచ్చేసాము, ఇంకా మనం ఆడిందే ఆట పాడిందే పాట అంటే నడవదు బిడ్డ. అది దయచేసి గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. వీఆర్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు కాంప్రమైజ్ ఆన్ దిస్ ఆస్పెక్ట్ అట్ ఆల్. So please remember, especially magnet schools, and especially this time we have added B.R. Ambedkar Junior College Khammam and Hathnura Junior College. I request both the principals to work hard, and all of them have sufficient staff. They can't complain. So కానీ ఈసారి మీ దగ్గర కూడా ఫ్లోర్ పెడతాం, అంటే 60-65% కన్నా తక్కువ వచ్చినంటే వీఆర్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు compromise. We will send you back and then we will take some other student. Please remember.
So how are you going to make the responsibility of the
in this world? By the way, our Karimnagar COE principal has promised me that her campus, Alugunuru campus, will become another Harvard University in Telangana. So that is the kind of spirit with which, and she has produced wonderful results. I congratulate Madam Anantalakshmi for her wonderful effort. Yeah.
I think we have a telephone, sir. Shall we take it?
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Disconnected, I think.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that is a kind of
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, buddy.
I'm Monica from Narmal School, sir. Kannada district.
Monica, how are you, my sweet daughter?
I'm fine, sir. How are you, sir?
Good. How is life?
I'm fine, sir.
Svero Nars.
Sir?
Svero Nars.
Yes.
You are all Svero Naris.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me, Monica.
Thank you, sir, for introducing this Operation EINSTEIN program, sir.
Yeah. Do you like the tagline? Ika lekkalu sukkalu చూడాలి, సైన్స్కి చెమటలు పట్టాలి.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. How is your school?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir?
Yeah, tell me, Monica.
I wish sparrows will become EINSTEINs in the future, sir.
100%. So first you have opened it, and then definitely they will become. Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you, Monica. Sir, I would like to. I wish you build upon the.
There's a call.
Yeah. No. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
I think somebody is.
Volume.
TV volume.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
So I was, I am requesting you to kindly once again build upon the, the functioning of these magnet schools in this year. How do we visualize and how shall we? What are the strategies?
Yeah, it's a good question again. So magnet schools, I want a lot of teaching experiments to take place in the magnet schools, and I want the teachers to be real facilitators. As Mr. Bharat Babu has just mentioned, teacher has to play the role of facilitator. Teacher has to allow the children to talk. And my dear children, please don't allow your teachers to teach a lesson just like that. He or she must allow you to talk sense in the classrooms. Prepare well for your lectures, and then come back to classroom, and then you for first 10 to 15 minutes you should be able to discuss, and then teacher should be able to tell a story. As he said, for everything, mathematics, science, physics, etc., they should be able to tell a story, and then your entire discussion should be able to revolve around the story. So, and then I want to see a lot of noise.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is Jyotirmay Sparrow from Isnapur, sir.
Yeah, Jyotirmay, how are you, buddy?
Yeah, sir, I'm very fine. And
how did you spend your holidays?
So thank you for introducing this year as Operation EINSTEIN, sir.
Okay, very good.
And sir, I have one doubt. Will you clear my doubt?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Sir, we are very lacking our basic concepts.
and maths, sir.
Back to basics.
What are the tips on how to develop basic concepts in science and maths, sir?
See, Jyotirmay, if I understand your question right, the easiest way to understand and develop basics is to go back to basics. In other words, go to 4th class, 5th class, 6th class textbooks. Never lose out on fundamentals. Even you should not feel shy. That's what I find in many of the children of this generation. They don't want to go back to first class textbooks. You know, you come to my office, I will show you 5th class, 6th class textbooks on my table. You know, I have completed my graduation almost 25 years ago or 30 years ago. But even today, even today I am reading for 5th class textbooks. Why? Because I want to learn basics. Because time passes on.